Hello and welcome everyone, Lionheart here, and today I'm looking at another piece of Inateck. Inateck reviews are my series of looking at small, everyday pieces of tech that you guys are going to find useful. So they don't usually carry a score, but just a recommendation, and show you some nifty little bits of tech or gadgets that you might find useful for your everyday needs, as well as obviously a little bit of focus on PC gaming and what have you as well. Today I'm looking at the Inateck BR1001, or the Bluetooth audio receiver, which is a much more pleasant mouthful. That's the box, and unlike some of the pieces of mini tech that I've actually looked at, this really is a mini piece of tech. That's the box. There goes the box. That's the audio receiver. So very, very tiny. And what does this do? Well, it can turn any stereo speaker device into a Bluetooth compatible one, which is really cool. And something I'm going to probably stress a few times in this mini tech review is that this is a great way of kind of recycling some old stereo speakers that you've got around your house. You can instantly turn them into a Bluetooth compatible speaker system, which is awesome. Because of its small size, it's great for, you know, portability. You can take it around. Not that, to be honest, when I go around a friend's house, my first point of call is going, "Oh, do you have some old stereo speakers that don't have Bluetooth? Haha! Let's plug this in and then we can connect all our phones up." But, you know, having it in that small form factor, it does mean it's quite convenient. Even if you just plug it into your home setup and leave it there for years, it's nice. It's not going to take up any space at all. It's tiny. It really is some mini tech. Now let's just go through some of the features that it has around the device, and then I will talk a little bit more about what you can do with it. So obviously you have this big old silvery button in the middle. Press and hold that down for 6 seconds. We'll just wait. Boop, boop. There we go. And it's now kind of turned on and it's looking to pair. It may also need to be charged a little bit. Hello phone. It may also need to be charged a little bit. I've had it on using it last night, but it's now looking to pair. A blue flickering light. If I then hold it down for again 6 seconds, that should then turn it off. There we go. It is now off. This thing has a battery life of around 5 to 6 hours. You can actually leave it plugged in while you use it. You may, depending on the source of where you plug the USB, get a little bit of kind of static interference in the background. If you plug it into a kind of a phone charger, USB charger, and then plug it into a mains point, then you actually, most of the time, should eliminate that issue. I found I did, whereas plugging it into the USB on my PC, there was a little bit of interference, which you probably would expect from that anyway. So if you're getting any kind of interference, let it charge up, unplug it, and then use it. To be fair, you can easily get on and off days usage of, you know, plug in your phone for a couple of hours and, you know, connect up via Bluetooth. Use this bad boy to play some music while you're doing some work on your computer or something like that, or in your room over the other side of it or something like that, and then plug it in when you go to sleep at night and it will charge back up ready to use again in the morning. That's if you kind of got a static setup, which is what I've got. But anyway, so you've got that main button in the middle. There's a blue LED, there's a little LED in it which will let you know if it's searching, pairing, what have you, or if it's going off. This hole here is actually a microphone. So if you do have it paired up to your phone and you receive a call, you can actually take it through this thing. So, I mean, I actually have mine up on my desk. So if somebody does call me while I'm paired up with my phone, I can actually just speak normally. The quality's okay. Nothing particularly amazing. You obviously have the analog in there, which is where you'll plug the speakers into. And then you have a micro USB charging port there. And you have a volume rocker on the side. And now if you hold the plus button down for 6 seconds, it will skip to the next song. If you hold the minus one down for 6 seconds, it will take you to the previous song. So you've got some reasonable controls in there, and for a small piece of tech like this, that's actually really darn good. Now, while this is an awesome piece of mini tech, unfortunately, Inateck have kind of followed through with the mini size of everything in terms of the charging cable. This is no good if you want kind of any length to charge it to your PC. To be fair, this is so that it probably fits in the tiny packaging supplied with it, but this is awful. Sometimes Inateck really do hit the mark with the length of cables, but this is something, phone, seriously, but sometimes this really is their major downfall. And while yes, it's portable, to have this having to be plugged so close to your computer, it may not be the most ideal location, especially if you've got no front ports free and you have to plug it out down the back. It's not going to be that easy to compare and control. So to be honest, go get yourself another little cable. To be fair, you've probably already got a million of these cables lying around from other peripherals and, I don't know, phones or something like that you've got lying around, so you can probably use one of them to make this work anyway. So yeah, cable's a bit meh. Don't worry about that. The auxiliary kind of 3.3 line in is actually a pretty reasonable length cable. You'll be able to go a fair bit of distance with that. It's just a shame they didn't include a slightly longer USB. You want to make the packaging a bit bigger. But yeah, that cable's fine, and that's all you need to plug it into your system. Now, I want to tell you about the system I have this set up with. I actually have it set up to my speaker system. You can see one of the speakers there, and the other one's way over here. Out of shot, you can't see it. But what I've done is actually, out from the back of my speaker, I've actually applied a splitter cable, one like this. So one goes off to my PC and the other goes straight into this boy. So what it means is I can be listening to music or gaming on my PC, but say I'm like, actually I'd like to listen to some music now, just straight off my PC while I'm doing some work on my graphics tablet or something like that, or some Photoshop work, and I want to play some music off my phone or what have you. I can just instantly start playing music off my phone, and it'll cut out my PC audio and use the audio coming out of the Bluetooth audio receiver, which is great. So you just need a splitter for that. You may, depending on the type of speaker you have, my speaker actually you plug in to the back of the speaker, the auxiliary out, but some of them are kind of, you can't unplug that cable, that's a set cable coming out, so you might need more of a female to two males out. That might work better for you guys. But I'm sure you guys can work that out depending on what you need for your setup. But as I said, at the start of this review, this is a great way of recycling an old pair of stereo speakers that you might have lying around the house, and it costs $15.99 on Amazon, which I think is pretty darn good. That's UK, that's pounds, £15.99. International rates and shipping available. Go check out Amazon, links are in the description. But yeah, I think this is a really cool piece of tech, and I'm really happy with this. I mean, I don't always want to play music off my phone or my computer, but now I have the option, and it means I can turn my speakers into that. And it's a shame, because my speakers actually that I've got, I really like them. They're really great clarity and sound, but they don't have Bluetooth. And this means that even if I want to watch something on my iPad, I can now blast it out to my speakers, which are far better than my iPad ones. So yeah, that's the Inateck Bluetooth audio receiver. Links are in the description if you want to go check it out. Thanks again to Inateck for sending this over for me to have a look at. Until next time, ciao for now.